We've made our way into the kitchen, and today is the day that Tater Tots gets a big promotion. That's right, we're upgrading them from the side dish to cheesy main squeeze with our good friend right here, the Würstmacher of Doghouse himself. Please welcome back Adam Gertler.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh.
You're awesome.
The warmth of the welcome is compelling.
I'm telling you, like, people love you here. We love you here. Debbie, Ken, and Paige certainly do, because they have this amazing creation. Now, here's the thing, everybody. These tater tots really have all the toppings of just a classic American sandwich. Tell us, everybody, what we're making.
Some would say the king of all sandwiches. So we're doing a bunch of different kind of loaded tater tots. And so this particular one we're going to do is called Reuben Tots, or Reuben Tots, and it's inspired by the king of all sandwiches, which is basically like a grilled cheese on rye bread with corned beef, or sometimes pastrami, sauerkraut, sometimes coleslaw, and usually like a Thousand Island dressing or something like that. And it is just the ultimate combination. So all we've done is we've replaced the bread with tater tots. Okay.
And everybody is happy over there. Look at them. The smiles are flowing. Let's start with the coleslaw, because you said sometimes it's used coleslaw for those Reuben sandwiches.
Let's begin our tutorial with the coleslaw. So we're going to start with we have the mayo right here. We're going to make this dressing. So we have some mayo, and then we're going to add the cider vinegar. Coleslaw needs to have a lot of zip, and it needs to have texture because it's balancing out the fatty, full flavors and the richness. And that's salt.
What was that one? Is that lemon?
Pepper, yeah, it was cider vinegar and lemon. Then just a little bit of sweetness, brown sugar. A little bit more tang, buttermilk. Then we got a little bit of green onion for just that beautiful savoriness. Tiny bit of hot sauce, not enough to make it spicy, just a good amount for flavor. A little bit of Creole mustard, Zatarain's, just because, shout out to Nola. And then a little bit of diced jalapeno in there too.
It's too bad you haven't really thought this through very much. You know what I mean? Like, I wish you kind of knew what was going in here.
Just making it up on the fly.
Why Creole mustard? What's Creole mustard?
Oh, Creole mustard, it has a great coarse texture, and it has a horseradishiness. It is awesome. It is an incredible ingredient as well as a great mustard to use. Zatarain's is available in a lot of great places.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Am I going on here?
Yeah, go right in there and start tossing. We call this celebration slaw because of like the pretty colors and everything like that.
Very good. I will toss
so
it
you
up.
start doing this, and I'm going to make a really simple cheese sauce.
We got a lot of toppings here, cheese being one of them. So what do we have over there?
Typically Reuben has got like Swiss cheese. You could use Swiss to make a cheese sauce, but I like to use a processed cheese like a Velveeta or American because it contains something called sodium citrate, which is a salt that is derived from citric acid. And what that allows is the cheese sauce to get hot without breaking, and you don't need a flour or a binder. So you want a really smooth, velvety sauce. So all you need...
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I'm out the hard way, I bet.
That melts like that?
Yes, so you could also do it with American cheese, and you could use beer. Here we're using half and half, and we're using a ratio about half the amount of liquid to cheese. So really simple to remember, and it makes just the best, creamiest cheese sauce that won't break like a flour-based sauce could.
What a
and if you
great
use
tip that is.
cornstarch will fail after a while. It will actually lose its thickening. So you can see just how velvety. I wonder where they got the name from.
Look at that.
It gets just like that, and it's perfect. And this is kind of like very similar to what we use in Doghouse.
And we've got the coleslaw taken care of here. We've got the cheese sauce, something else that goes on top, a little bit of a secret sauce here.
Yes.
And Adam is going to tell us what the secret is, aren't you?
I can't really get into the secret, but it may involve mayonnaise, ketchup, and pickles, and some other things like that. That's all. That's all I can say.
That uses
Star.
that same.
Yeah, no, I don't know what you're talking about. These are trade secrets. Okay, so for your tots, now you could do these in the oven if you're so bold and you want to get a nice pot of oil. Obviously, frying them is the best.
Crispy them up.
If you're on trend and you've got like an air fryer, like so many people do, I would recommend taking the frozen tots and just tossing with a little bit of a light, non-flavored oil, and then doing them in an air fryer, and they will come out really crispy. You want extra crispy on the tots because we're loading them with all that stuff. You need the texture.
The crispiness will almost kind of protect them from some of the toppings that are going on. Is that the idea?
It is a crispy protection. Exactly.
Great. Okay. Now, I would not be so bold as to start building this myself. So what I'm trying to look at like this and see what comes next. Is it the coleslaw that's next?
No. We're going to start. Okay, as we're building layers, the fat from the cheese is going to build another protective layer.
Okay, very good.
So we're going to come right in here with our super creamy sauce, and we're just going to give it a nice little Little
Just a
tossing.
touch.
And you want to do this right before you serve it, right? Even though we're protecting the flavor. So if you're like watching the games, you're, March Madness, this is a great kind of thing to do.
Merry Madness around here as well, you know.
There you go. That's right, Merry Madness, right. So whatever you're bracketing, whether it's Christmas movies or basketball or video games or Star Wars, you can like have your brackets and enjoy this.
Beautiful.
Okay, pastrami, instead of corned beef, for me, it's better because it has more spice and it has smoke, which is like my favorite ingredient.
Okay.
Pastrami is also...
I'm a big fan of pastrami, so no arguments here.
As am I. Coming from New York, as I do, like I grew up in a pastrami household. So this is just diced, and don't kill it in the pan. Just warm it up, okay? Because you don't want to...
It's already cooked.
Yeah, you don't want... It'll get too salty. You want to keep the moisture in it. So you see, now the pastrami is sitting beautifully...
The cheese will probably keep it warm, too, a little bit as well.
Yeah, and honestly, these shouldn't be around long enough to get cold.
Okay.
I mean, the coleslaw is in itself. If you just put the coleslaw...
It's a really good slaw.
It's really lovely.
No, it's delicious. Okay, so then I just put a nice little coating of... on top.
Adam,
All right.
I have a problem with mine.
Oh, no, you never got...
Secret sauce.
Yeah, just give it a little swirl of the secret
this?
sauce right on top.
Put
Absolutely.
secret sauce on.
There we
These
go.
aren't the only loaded tater
Beautiful.
tots that you have at your doghouse locations. Will you walk us through some of the
Yes, so we're doing a southwestern tot, which has got chipotle, avocado, cotija cheese, cheese sauce, pickled jalapenos. We're also doing a BLT, which is actually amazing.
That sounds good.
With smoky bacon, ranch, arugula, and tomato. And we're having all these are available at all doghouse locations, I believe, from March 17th until April 6th, including our newest location run by yours truly that just opened in Hollywood. Thank you very much.
What are you talking about that?
Yeah, so that is, it's one of our, it's kind of like, we're calling it Doghouse Kitchen. It's actually our test kitchen, so I can do a lot of cool creative things like these tots, and it's only like delivery or pickup, so just give me a call and I'll send you some food.
gosh,
Yeah, absolutely.
What are you going to eat?
I guess.
well.
What? Okay.
Sorry.
I'll be back
You're going to love it, everybody. You're going to love it.
Thank you, Adam. As always,
you.
you're amazing. You can grab all of Adam's tots recipes at all of his doghouse locations, and you can grab this phenomenal recipe also at hallmarkchannel.com. Now stick around.